Hi guys, welcome back to my live stream. Today we're going to be talking Elon Musk and Trump because if I knew their bromance was going to end this soon, then I would have sold my Tesla stock a long time ago, okay? Just kidding. I still have my Tesla stock. Am I sad that it dropped oh my God, it's still dropping right now. Am I mad that it dropped 14% on the day today and I could have sold it when it was plus $47 instead of down $47 earlier in the day? Absolutely. But I'm still up for Tesla. I started buying at an average of 245. We're currently at $291, so I'm not going to complain too much about it, but I am going to be pretty pissed if it were to drop below $245 because I don't plan on selling. Not right now. Know a lot of people that paper handed. Makes sense. People are scared and they think that with this bromance being over, actually, a lot's been going on with this whole Trump and Elon situation. It's really whack because for a while there, when Elon Musk was in Doge, which he's left now officially, people were really mad at that too. It's like this man literally can't win. Okay. People were really pissed off that he was part of Doge and that he's like friends with Trump. And then they started to set Teslas on fire. There was all this anger against him because he's friends with Trump and he's part of Doge. And then his stock dropped. But now he's like literally saying, okay, his tweet today. Let's go and look at it. Totally unexpected. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised anymore because it's Elon Musk and he's just hard to predict. But Elon Musk with 220.6 million followers on X as of June 5, 2025. He tweeted this. Oh my gosh, he tweets so much. I can't even. Where's this? Did he remove it? I don't think he removed it. Let's see here. Oh, wait. I have to go on Reddit to find it because I don't even see it right now. Okay, his tweet from today was time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump at Real Donald Trump, he meant for Donald Trump to see this, is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. Explanation mark. Quote. That is his tweet. I don't know where this tweet went, or maybe he just tweeted so much and I can't see it, but I did see the notification when he tweeted this today, June 5th, 2025. Like literally, I think only like a few hours ago. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about this. Let me know what you feel about this down in the comment section below or in this live stream. Hi there, Sean. And make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Also, check out link down below. All of my platforms are linked on all my YouTube videos. So if you do want to support me, it is absolutely free to subscribe to all my many, many platforms down below. And I want to let you know, for those of you guys that are in the stream right now, I am officially doing Whatnot streams as well. So if you want to check out my Whatnot streams where you can buy items for starting off at only $1 only if you are in the US, of course, I wish Whatnot, you could do it all over the world. But right now, the shop that I'm working for, doing items for $1. We sold some items today for only $1 that were like $30, $40. So if you want to join in, I did my first stream today on Whatnot. I'm going to do my second stream at 10 a.m. PST to 2 p.m. PST on Saturday, this Saturday. So mark your calendars if you want to see me there on the live stream. Today I did it without letting anyone know and it went really, really well. So I'm really happy about that. We gained over 300 followers. So if you want to be at the Whatnot live stream, just use my link. Sign up for Whatnot and follow our shop and we'll see you there. We do a lot of giveaways. So we begin giving away a lot of free stuff today. Some people are just going to get their items shipped to them for absolutely free. Some people are getting cologne. Some people are getting plushies, Pokemon cards. There's a whole lot going on. So definitely follow that. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Make sure you're subscribed and follow lots of good stuff to come in the future. So everybody's posting. This is from Bloomberg Wealth. Elon Musk's fight with Trump cost him $34 billion in a day. One of his worst losses ever. Honestly, I don't think Elon Musk cares because he has so much money. Oh, Eric the Dream Giver. Hello. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Don't forget the like button to the moon, guys. And don't forget to support my amazing supporter, Eric the Dream Giver, also a fellow YouTuber. So also check out his channel, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Show some support, some love. It's not easy being a YouTuber, okay? All right. So Elon Musk loses $34 billion in a day. Again, I don't think that's a lot for him because Elon Musk has so much money. I think he has more money than any human being on this planet can really even use up. It says minute by minute, post by post. Elon Musk's very public, extremely online feud with President Donald Trump slice into his vaunted status as the world's richest person. The final damage at day's end, 34 billion erased from his personal net worth, the second largest loss ever in the history of Bloomberg Billionaires Index of the 500 wealthiest people. Honestly, I just don't think Elon Musk cares at this point because he's been in many interviews where he's like, I don't care. He's like, I know I'm going to get in trouble for certain tweets. I'm still going to talk about them. So this man, I think he'd care if everybody started to stop buying Teslas, and no one in the world is buying Teslas, but I just don't think that the world works like that. At least for me, whether it's an artist making music, even if I don't necessarily agree with their love lives or how they treat their spouses or their kids or whatever, I may still listen to their music because to me, I just separate the art, I separate the product from the person. So you could do whatever. I don't even pay attention to you, but if you're selling a good product and I like your product, and I have friends who totally dislike Elon Musk or don't like him, and they already owned a Tesla, they're not going to go back to like a Toyota Prius or something like that. Okay. They're not going to go to a Honda from a Tesla just because they like the product. So I'm not worried about Tesla stock. In fact, if it keeps dropping, I'm going to be really happy because if Tesla can magically go back down to like $100, which I have never seen in a long, long time, I will be buying that up. I will be selling my crypto just to buy Tesla at $100 if it actually happens. Because I do, in fact, believe that Tesla is going to go back to an all-time high. And the last all-time high, it's never reached over $500, but it was over $400 at some point. And at some point, I mean, it was like 381 at least in like the end of November 2021. And then it reached that peak once again. January 31st, 2025, earlier this year, it did reach over $400. And I do believe it will eventually go back to that price. As usual, never financial advice on my channel, entertainment purposes only. I have no idea what's going to go on, but that's just my hopium talking. I hope that it goes to that price. And if it goes to $100, if I'm not buying and I'm not making live streams about me buying, you better be tweeting at me or messaging me and reminding me to buy it because I do want Tesla at under $100. Although I don't think we're going to actually get there. But this is crazy because I did not expect this. If I knew that Tesla was going to drop so hard, I wish I did sell because I did buy a couple of shares and I was up big time. And now, thanks to, I guess, this tweet, it's wild. And what's crazy is that it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense because, like I just said, tons of people hate him for just being like people who hate Trump, seeing that Elon Musk was always at the White House, talking to him, hanging out. I don't know, like where I think there was a picture of Donald Trump and a bunch of other dudes eating McDonald's. I think Elon Musk was there. Again, I'm not 100%. There's so many images that go by like through the internet every single day. But they're basically buddies going to like shows, going to games, going to events together. And then everyone really hated that fact. So then a lot of people were justifying that his stock is tanking because he's so close to Donald Trump. And yet now he's going against Donald Trump, literally rivals at this point. And yet his stock is still dropping. Like, that doesn't even make sense. If anything, shouldn't his stock actually go up eventually because of all the people who were tanking the stock when he was so buddies with him and now he's not so much anymore? Like, that's why it doesn't really make too much sense to me. I wouldn't be shocked though. I personally think that I wouldn't be shocked if right now, for some reason, the stock's tanking. But even if he continues to kind of stay on different paths with Donald Trump, I'm not saying he has to keep tweeting bad about the president, but as long as he's not buddies with Trump and continues to voice his own opinions, I think maybe people will actually turn around on him because clearly he's not really acting like on best interest for him or the stock. I think he just says whatever the heck he wants. What does suck is that literally everything dropped today. Okay, NASDAQ big time. Okay, SPY is down. Things aren't looking too good for the entire stock market. And what's also more upsetting is that crypto is also down. I mean, usually it is unfortunate, but usually whenever the stock market drops this much and you get crazy news like this, the crypto market doesn't do too well. Luckily, though, for Bitcoin, it's still, let me refresh the page. We're still over 100,000. It's at 101 right now, though. So it's thin ice. It's thin ice to possibly going below 100,000 again. And then once it dips below $100,000 threshold, I just have no idea how much lower it can go. I don't think we're going to hit 70,000. We didn't hit 70,000, even with all the terrible news prior to all this, with all the crazy tariff, scary stuff. I wish it dropped to 70,000, but it didn't. So I don't know. For me, My prediction, let me know what your prediction is down in the comment section below or in the live stream. My prediction is that I don't think Bitcoin, we're going to see it at $70,000 anytime soon. Maybe we'll never see it. So I'm not really afraid. And if I do see Bitcoin at 70,000, I probably just be buying. Ethereum, honestly, holding up pretty well. It is down 7.96% in the last 7 days. And today it's down 7.8%. So Ethereum is currently at $2,400. To be honest, it wasn't doing that well anyways. I was waiting for it to hit 3,000 and it never did. And I'm still holding on to it because I told you guys, if I see Ethereum at $1,500, I'm just going to buy again. My average, I've already said on previous live stream, is $1,700. So I am up at least $700 per ETH right now. I'm happy. But if it continues to drop and it drops back down to 1,500 or 1,300, that's another chance for me, another opportunity. And I don't think we're going to get non-sub opportunities in the next 4 years. With crypto, if you've been trading like me since 2020, basically, you're going to have moments, what feels like many moments, but it really is generally within the 1 year. There's going to be lots of volume, lots of movement, and then it's kind of quiet. And then you're going to get into crypto winter. So I personally feel like we will get into crypto winter most likely next year, just like how the end of 2021, everything was going off like crazy with crypto. And then 2022 comes, everything just continues to dip. I'm not saying that it's for sure going to happen. And I obviously hope that, we get a lot of momentum every single year and everybody's happy and buying and making money. But that's just not the reality of the world. And I just wouldn't be shocked if by the year 2026, things start to come down like in 2022. It's kind of like the 4-year cycle, obviously, because Bitcoin in 2021, you guys know, did the halving, right? Every 4 years, Bitcoin does the halving. So then whenever people try to mine Bitcoin, you get less Bitcoin. And then that's why Michael Saylor says eventually it's going to go to $1 million, according to him, not to me. By the way, guys, thank you all for being in here. One thing I'm going to ask you to do, and I know all the YouTubers ask for it. It's very repetitive, but I'm going to say it anyways. I just want to say that it is free to smash that like button, destroy it. I hope you get good luck from hitting that like button. It really helps just with the algorithm of the YouTube channel. So if you want to support me and you enjoy my videos, it is absolutely free to just make sure you're subscribed and tap that like button. If you want to see me do a live stream and do giveaways and sell you items for possibly $1, check out my whatnot right now, pinned to the top of the stream down in the description below. I will be at that shop on Saturday between 10 p.m. PST and 2 p.m. PST. As long as you are in America, you can participate. Sean says, I respect open-minded to everyone's different opinions. If someone loves Elon and Trump and some hate Elon and Trump. Exactly. I mean, I'm not going to get, this is, politics really only mainly matter to me. And I like to talk about it when it comes to stocks, but I don't care what side you're on. I don't think you are evil if you're on the left or the right. I think that politics is very complicated. Unfortunately, there really is just the left or the right. It's not like we have 50 other options. Thank you so much, Eric. Eric, the dream giver. Thank you so much once again for a lovely super chat. Like button to the moon. Let's go, everybody. Yes, thank you so much, Eric, the dream giver. Yeah, guys, this is we don't know what the future holds, but also Dogecoin, can't forget about Dogecoin. It's taken a major hit, more than Ethereum, more than Bitcoin. Also not surprised, this always happens, more so with the meme coins, even though I do think that Dogecoin is the OG cryptocurrency that's a meme coin. Now obviously we have tons, literally thousands, upon probably 10,000 meme coins out there that I can't even name all of them. But Dogecoin is still the top, I guess, quote unquote, the OG meme coin on the top 10. And it's been pretty steady there, even with the major drops. I mean, it's lower than anything right now. XRP dropped 4.94% in the last 7 days, but Dogecoin dropped to 18%. We went from over 20 something cents, never hit 30 cents though, to currently only 17 cents. So this really does suck. And I wonder if, because tons of people I see in like my personal X threads and on Reddit, and a lot of people comment how they just don't really believe in Dogecoin because they feel like it's too deeply tied to Elon Musk. And they think that Elon Musk is really only the main catalyst. And now I'd argue that I think in 2021 that felt more of a truth, because in 2021 you had Elon Musk obviously in May of 2021. That's when Dogecoin went from under a penny to literally like 75 cents on Robinhood, at least when he went on SNL. But on the same day, it also tanked completely. But during 2021, when Dogecoin first rose from under 1 penny to all the way up to over 70 cents, that's with a lot of pushing from Elon Musk. We cannot deny that. He literally was accepting the term Doge father. But then after 2021, 2022, his tweets about Dogecoin has really gone down. And if you really follow him and you look at what he's tweeting about in the last couple of years, I would argue it's not so much about Dogecoin at all. Most of Elon Musk's tweets lately has been actually trying to promote other things. Kikius Maximus, for example, whatever that's called. Okay. That frog meme, Pepe looking thing called Kikius Maximus. He's been tweeting about that, showing images of that. And then in turn, Trump has even posted images here and there about it. So I feel like there's not so much Doge pumping as there is other meme currencies. So I feel like if anything, Elon Musk is kind of separating from Doge. I still think he's always going to be a part of the Doge community in a sense because I see who he responds to and who he's tweeting with and a lot of the threads that he's in. And one of them is the Dogecoin, one of the founders. There was two founders for Dogecoin. One of them is Billy Marcus, I believe. And his X account handle is Shibetoshi Nakamoto. I'm pretty sure. I do follow him. And I do see that Elon Musk throughout the last couple of years has been either responding back or liking comments from him. And through all of this, Shibetoshi Nakamoto, one of the original founders of the two for Dogecoin, has gained a massive following. I think he's at like, I don't know, 1 or 2 million followers. And there's also other major creators that are on the X platform that are clearly very pro Doge. If you just look at their profile page and it's like a Dogecoin or a dog or whatever. And Elon Musk usually responds to them. So that to me is almost in like a different way of promoting Dogecoin, but he is definitely a part of the Doge community, in my opinion, through my eyes, my POV. Again, let me know if you think I'm completely wrong and you think he hates Dogecoin or he doesn't like Dogecoin and what your reasonings are. Would love to hear them. I always try to read some of the comments. Hi there, Flame Wingman. Welcome to the stream. Eric the Dream Giver says society is like a glowy locks. There's so many different opinions, exactly, but somehow in the middle is the truth. Yes, it's very nuanced. We need both people on this post side of the fence to keep the fence up straight. Exactly. And honestly, I welcome different opinions. I welcome different opinions, criticism towards me, and honestly, anything in the world. I feel like with improvement in life in general, not just politics, like from human to human, we do have to accept sometimes things that aren't the greatest to hear, right? Like you can tell me, oh, okay, like this stream isn't working because you're talking too fast or this, and that, or maybe you're moving around too much or saying the word like too much. And those may sound bad to me in the beginning, but I might take that in and I may improve from whatever criticism that people tell me. And it's going to be overall better for me. Or if I don't have to take in every piece of criticism. If I feel like it's just complete garbage and that someone's just spewing that at me just to make me feel bad, that's up to me to decide. Flame says, oh, wow, Lucy's almost back to 33K subs again. Yes. By the way, did you ever finish Riverdale? That ending got me throwing hands. Yes, I am a fan of Riverdale. I don't think there's any other newer seasons. Let me know if there is. God, there's so many good shows. By the way, how much is Netflix? Did Netflix take a hit today? I feel like everything took a hit today, but let me check the price of Netflix. I'm so mad at myself because I have older videos where I swear to God, I was talking about Netflix and like T-Mobile, and I was just always a believer because I use both of them. And I've always been like, oh my good Lord. Oh, Netflix is 1,253. When? Are you? Oh my God, I'm so mad right now. I think I literally, this is like my blood is boiling because I'm not kidding you guys. I literally told like my SO and some of you guys, whoever was following me at the time, Netflix was like $287 in 2019. And I was talking about it throughout 2020 and 2021. And at the time, it was only like 400 something dollars. 400! It 3x'd. I should have just not done anything. I literally could have just done nothing in 2022. And in 2022, my goodness. Actually, 2021 October, it went to 690. And then it tanked all the way down in 2022. Like I said, everything was crashing in 2022. If you remember, it was crypto, it was stocks. It was just a terrible year. And May 31 of 2022, Netflix dropped all the way down from 600 all-time high-ish to under $200 at 197. Whoever bought Netflix in 2022, man, I was like curious, but now I'm really mad at myself that I'm looking at this. This is really pissing me off. Anyways, you could have bought Netflix in May 31st, 2022 for under $200. And then less than 3 years, or around 3 years, I guess, went by, and you'd be up an insane 6x. That is so crazy. Oh my God. That is so insane. Oh my God, I'm mind blown. I can't believe I don't have Netflix. Do you guys have Netflix? Who in here bought Netflix? Anyways, Netflix and T-Mobile. I don't even have to look at T-Mobile. I know T-Mobile is also one of the ones that I was like, I think it's going to do really, really well. And I didn't diamond hand it. So that's the crazy thing about stocks and with crypto. It's like you can have all the highest conviction you want. Like when someone asked me like what I think the future of Bitcoin was when it was like $3,000, $8,000 per coin, I always said like I believe in it. But then it's like, did I really believe in it? I clearly didn't believe in it enough because if I believed in it enough, I would have put my money where my mouth is and I would have just kept like 10 Bitcoins or something. Okay. And just sold everything and bought like $80,000 worth of Bitcoins. At the time, at one point, I was buying Bitcoin at $8,000 per, and I ended up selling them all. And I sold like a Bitcoin, a whole one, more than a whole one. I remember I bought it for like 8,000, and then like I didn't have diamond hands. After a couple of months, I sold them when it was at like 10,000. Okay, so what are you gonna do? It's not easy. It's not easy trading, guys. Sometimes you have an idea. Sometimes you keep saying that you believe in something, but you didn't buy it and you didn't diamond hand it. And that's what happens. Man, I'm so mad at myself for Netflix, but what are you gonna do? Oh, Sean, you always had Netflix. Man, I'm jealous. That's amazing. I'm glad that some of you guys are trading better than me. Um, Sean says, I also think nobody is wrong for having their own point of view. Truth is either because I also respect to Eric the Dream Giver. Yes, give Eric the Dream Giver some love. Hi there, Patrick. Thank you so much, my community member, Patrick. Guys, if you want to support me that extra mile, you can consider hitting that join button for the community. Become part of our Rubber Chicken YOLO gang. I forgot what I named it, but our community over here, it's like a cup of coffee a month. You're taking me out for the cup of coffee by joining our community members over here, and you'll have your name highlighted through the streams, and I'll be able to see your comments before everybody else's priority response. So thank you so much to those of you guys that joined. And if I release any videos, I usually show all of my community members before it's released to the public. So thank you guys all so much for making sure you're subscribed. We have hit over 25,000 subscribers. So I also want to say anybody who wants to be a YouTuber, it's never too late. Okay, I've been hearing about Whatnot, this app that does auctioning and selling items for literally months on months. And I've been seeing the pop-ups on my ads, and I'm just like, whatever, I don't care about it. I'm like, it's probably too saturated anyways. It's not saturated. I started my first day, and I'll have another stream later talking about it. I just did my first day of sales today, and it was nuts. It was insane. Sure, it may be saturated, but it's like probably the equivalent to the couple 4 or 5 years of YouTube or something because there were a ton of people there. Welcome, Patrick, to Rubber Chicken YOLO Gang. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, so let's see here. We have overall global crypto market cap. Right now, fear and greed is in the orange range. So we're only at 46. People are getting a little bit scared. Everything is tanking, like I said. I don't even know what Trump coin dropped to like $9.77. This is crazy. Yeah, I lost some money on Trump coin. Okay, that was not fun. That was not fun. You win some, you lose some. And just to let you guys know, especially if you're new in the crypto community, it's not rainbows and butterflies and making money every day and people posting their gains. Yes, sometimes it feels like that. And not gonna lie, Ethereum felt really good being able to buy the dip and then see it rise up within 1 month of me making a purchase, end of April. And then in May, it shot up by like over $1,000 per ETH. But sometimes it's just all the way down. Like I started to buy Trump, not all of my Trump coins at one point at 60 something dollars, but I did buy some at 60 and then I did buy some on the way down. So my average was not pretty. It was way above 20 something dollars. And if you know what happened to Trump coin, well, it dipped to 14ish and then it kept on dipping. And then now it's around $9 something. And then his wife also has some type of a meme coin. Okay. I never bought any Melania, whatever coin, but yeah, that's also GG. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Hi there, Russ. Welcome. Thank you so much, Russ. Another one from our community members. Thank you so much. Coming in from France. Russ, it's 4:40 a.m. Wow. I don't know how you do this. Okay. I had to wake up at like 8 a.m. today for my first day on my Whatnot job. And I slept like 5 something hours. I needed coffee. I've been drinking water like crazy. So if you guys wake up really early, tip, always stay hydrated. I mean, it's a summertime. So always stay hydrated. Unless if you're in Australia, I think it's probably wintertime because I think in Australia it's opposite. I don't know. I've never been to Australia. I want to though. Man, let me know always in the comment section, like what's going on. If there's any stuff, sometimes I do read your comments for when you guys recommend me like what stocks you're getting, what crypto you're getting. And honestly, I do read into the stocks that you guys recommend even more than the crypto, to be honest, because there's just so many questionable crypto projects out there. So I usually will try to do my DD. Sometimes I do it for fun either way. Like I have the Pi coins that like if you guys look up, Pi is currently on number 27 on the overall global crypto market cap. It's above PayPay, actually. Hilarious. But Pi is something that I never actually bought. It was something that in the beginning stages back in, I think, 2019, it was an app that you just had to download. And it's, I think, these Stanford students or whatever that created it. I think it was like team of 3 and then something happened. I don't think it's 3 people, 3 founders anymore. I think 1 left or maybe whatever. But Pi coin is something that you could have mined on your phone. So at one point I was just like logging into my phone and just like mining Pi coins. But to this day, I still didn't actually get my Pi coins released. They were asking for all this KYC stuff and I'm still waiting for it. So hopefully I get it eventually. I have like at least a couple thousand Pi coins, and Pi was at like over $1 at one point. Now it's back down to 62 cents. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about and you're also waiting for your Pi coins and you get yours before mine, because I'm still waiting. Anyway, speaking of Kiki's Maximus, PayPay earlier. PayPay is currently at number 28, right behind Pi, with a market cap of over 4 billion, which just makes me feel like life is a total joke and I don't take anything seriously. And I'm like, okay, if PayPay can still somehow stand at over $4 billion and Dogecoin is still at number 9 after all these years, because at one point I had a bunch of friends tell me like, oh, Lucy, like don't hold on to Dogecoin. Dogecoin, literally my brother also said this. He was like, Dogecoin is trash. Just get rid of it. Like there's no way it's even going to stay on top. Like people are going to stop talking about it. People are going to forget about it. And hey, guess what? 2021 to now, from its all-time high, even 70 cents. Yeah, we're far from 70 cents. But last year in December, we already hit over 40 cents. It was like 48 cents, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's crazy. It did drop. It did drop. Not gonna lie. Like it did go from 70 cents all-time high in 2021 of May all the way down to, I think it got really ugly to like 9 cents last year in the summer when I was in China. I didn't even want to look. My iced coffee's done. So yeah, I don't know if it'll go back to 48 cents again for Dogecoin. It could go back up to 48 cents, or it may not by the end of this year. Let me know what you think. Actually, you know what? Let's run a poll. We have a good enough number in here. Let's do a poll and see if you guys, just not even Dogecoin, if you still believe that crypto is going to hit a new all-time high at the end of this year, because that's what I'm hoping for. That's why I am not selling yet. I'm still diamond handing a lot of my coins, because I believe in the end of this year. If I'm wrong, then too bad. I'm just going to have to sell end of the year anyways, because I like to buy a house by the end of this year. That's still my game plan. I don't care. I can't wait any longer. So the way I see it is, even if I'm wrong and Dogecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, everything cuts by like 50%, 40% drop by the end of this year, then that's just too bad for me. But do you think, okay, the question is, do you think crypto is going to reach higher highs? Let's just keep it at that. End of year. Yes or no, okay? So just give me your honest answer, even if it's different from what I am hoping for. I'd love to know what you guys think. What about sheep? New York Flo is asking. Hi there, Devin. Welcome, everybody. Winter in Australia right now. I've been there before, Devin says. Man, I'm jealous. I really want to go to Sydney. I'm going to go Sydney, Melbourne. I've been watching a lot of videos. Not just that everything's like bigger down there. There's also really interesting foods, I guess. I guess there's interesting foods everywhere. I'm just really interested in food in like every different country. But I'm interested in trying the different snacks. Tim Tams, when people do, like I have friends who go to Australia, like my mom and my brother went to Australia before, and Tim Tams, I think is what it's called. It's like a cookie biscuit, chocolatey on the outside. That thing is delicious. I wish they had that in America. So I'll be mostly going there for the snacks, I think. All right, wow, we have a 50-50 tie, guys. If you haven't made the vote, please check out the poll. And if you missed the live stream, totally chill. We will always be doing replays on all my videos. So make sure you're subscribed. Ring that notification bell if you want to know whenever my live streams begin. I know I make a lot of videos every day, though. Also check out my short videos. There's probably about 15 of those every single day. You have a $15 free credit balance from the performance available exclusively in our app. Yes, exactly, guys. So if you use my link pinned to the top of the stream for Whatnot, an app that you can make live stream purchases, some items starting at only $1. The store that I am working for this Saturday, I'm actually going to be there very often, probably like a couple times a week. So if you want to find me on that live stream, and hopefully I could give you some free stuff. I can't control it though. I can't control it. It's totally legit because once you follow our store, and let's say I'm doing a live stream, when I run it for like 4 hours. So when I'm doing the live stream and you enter for a chance to win, the machine will decide who gets to win. I don't get to decide. It's just going to run like automatically, and it's going to select a random winner. And when you win something, it's going to be an item that you'll know what you won during the stream. Some one-not sellers don't actually tell you what it is, so I feel like that's just, it's not as fun. You're going to find out exactly what you're going to win. You're going to win it in front of everybody. You can screenshot it and, you know, hold us accountable. But obviously, like, my boss is going to give you what you won. And yeah, you get it all sent to you, shipping included, everything free. So today when I did my live stream, I mean, I'll do another live stream of this on my channel. It's just content after content, baby. But I'm gonna tell you guys, it's like the whole storyline in case you're interested. I do recommend it. You know, I definitely am a promoter for anything that helps people make their own money. And I think Whatnot, again, is a great app. Or if you want to be a YouTuber, just tons of stuff out there, ways to make money, guys. I know the economy's bad. I know people are losing jobs, and we're probably going to lose more jobs to AI, but you gotta work. You got to work for your money. You never know. Like the harder you work, the more that you just kind of like have more different streams of income. You're just going to be helping yourself out. So good luck, guys, and use my link because you get some credits and whatnot. Sydney is so beautiful. I went there back in 2009. Wow. That's a long time, but yes, from all the videos and the vlogs that I watch other people on, I do see like just Australia seems like a beautiful place. So Russ says, it's my pleasure. Love your show. Oh, thank you so much. No, I mean, as much as you find me energetic, which really makes me happy, I listen to music for my mornings to just get my day pumping and going. And I also need coffee. That is definitely how I was able to get up after 5 hours and do a live stream for 4 hours and then come back and do like another live stream for you guys. Okay, so 62% of you right now on my poll believe that crypto is going to reach a new all-time high by the end of the year. Hopefully you guys are right. Again, right now, things are not the prettiest. Let's talk about how much. Oh my God, it's still pretty bad. Tesla, yeah, dropped to $294. Honestly, I hope tomorrow is not a bloodbath. I mean, you never know. The market is very unpredictable. Sometimes we get a massive dip due to news like this. Really, nothing fundamentally has changed about Tesla. Nothing fundamentally changed with Apple stocks or anything. Usually everything just goes down together, which is kind of silly if you think about it. I'm like, this is such an adult thing, the stock market. Yet sometimes I feel like it's so childish. I'm like, why are we dropping, guys? Shouldn't people be buying the dip? But maybe people are going to be buying the dip right now, or maybe early morning tomorrow, and then we're just going to start rising in a bit. Because I actually think it makes more sense that Elon Musk is, in fact, at least trying on the surface to cut ties with Trump. Now, if he and Trump are actually not talking and they hate each other, that's up for debate. I don't know. Because I think Elon Musk is the type of person where he's just going to say whatever he feels like. He doesn't really give, you know? And I don't think it's to say that he's, you know, completely deleted and blocked Trump's number. Now, if you think he did, and they're never going to be friends at all again, and they're never going to show up to each other's functions in the future, and Elon Musk is like banned from the White House, that is a whole other story. Now, let me know what you think, but I just don't think that's the case. I think Elon Musk is a businessman, and I don't think he truly wants to make a complete enemy out of the president of the United States, at least for the next 4 years running. That doesn't really sound that positive for him per se, but I do actually think that for his overall image, it might be good. I think for his overall image to like really step away from Trump, which is what he's doing right now, might actually be good for Tesla in the long run. I don't know. That's my personal opinion. We'll see what happens with the stock and see if I'm right about this. But my GameStop. Okay, guys, GameStop, is it tomorrow earnings? I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this for so long, guys. Oh no, available June 10th. Okay, so actual earnings is available after hours, June 10th. I swear it was June 6th before. I swear they changed the date. Anyways, GameStop will do their earnings soon. It's still kind of silent from Roaring Kitty. Let me know if you're still like diamond handing GameStop. But for me, I bought GameStop last year. I almost hit 365 days. I bought like at least 3 or 4 times majorly last year, June 2024. So I'm really waiting by June 20th of this year. I'm doing a countdown. By June 20th this year, I really hope that, you know, GameStop doesn't do anything crazy. I don't actually want it to rise to $80 or anything like that. I want it to do a slow increase. Hopefully, if all goes well, it hit a new all-time high, or at least close to its old all-time high. I'm already up in the green for my GameStop shares, even with this massive dip recently, because my average is about $25. And I've been selling call options, but now I'm so afraid to sell call options. And let me know if you think this is kind of stupid what I'm doing, because I don't really have anybody teaching me what to do. I'm just doing it on my own crazy little mind. But my crazy mind is telling me that I shouldn't be selling any more call options, because I don't feel like I want to accidentally get some premium, but then end up selling all my shares once I have to execute my position. I don't exercise, not execute. I keep saying execute, sorry. I don't want to be forced to exercise a position that I don't actually want to exercise. So I'm just kind of I'm going to hold it out until like June 20th. I have some shares that are over 365 days by like June 7th, and then some more, and then some more. So my game plan, now that I'm down to like that one little itty bitty couple of days, weeks, I'm going to wait until after June 20th. I'm going to start selling call options again. I've already sold call options and made over $50,000 in the past year by selling call options and just making money from GameStop. I talked about this on a previous live stream. You can probably search GameStop or whatnot on here. See, I just said whatnot again. Yeah, so let me know. Hi there, Josh. Welcome, Richard. Let me know what you guys think. Eric the Dream Giver says, universal income, universal high income. We got to go and get high. Many going to have 10 and tons more than we had ever before. Universal basic income has been something that a lot of Americans have been waiting for. Again, we don't know about that yet. I think even the baby money is still in the talks, right? Like at one point earlier, just a few months ago, I think Trump was talking about how he is kind of giving the stamp of approval for possibly giving away baby money if women were to have babies. I don't know if that actually went through, though. I think with a lot of laws, like even if Trump wants it, it's going to take some time for the House and the Senate to pass. Hopefully that's something to pass. I mean, I'm always for money printing. So any of this giving away money to people to have babies, because right now, clearly we have a population decline all over the world. This is not just an America problem. I think Japan has it worse. I keep seeing news about like in Japan, I guess Japanese women, there's just not a lot of people having babies. And I just blame it all over the world, whether it's Canada or China also as well. I think this is a world problem, but this is more of like an economical problem, because back then, like I'm talking 1960s, people could afford homes. People could afford homes. People had jobs that if you worked about 3 months, you could start trying to buy a house. And now it's just so expensive. It's so expensive just to live that, like, for people to just get by, like, I'm working, I don't know how many jobs at this point. Okay. I'm trying so hard to make money and I still can't buy a house. So I'm still trying to buy a house. And to me, it's like, I want to have babies too. But like, for me, I'm just more traditional in a sense where I would like to buy a house before having a baby. My parents didn't do that. Like my parents had me, like, my family's poor. So like they had me when they didn't even buy a house. But I don't really want to live like that. I'm not saying that it's wrong. My parents are telling me like, hey, you know, you could still have a baby and not buy a house. You could just rent, blah, blah, blah. And I know I can do that, and nothing wrong to the people who feel like they can handle it. I think it's all different. I have friends who rent, but they make a lot more money than I do. If you're pulling in like $300,000 a year, yeah, you could have a baby and you don't have to own a house. Right? If even one of the spouses, like you're pulling in $300,000, the other person can make like, I don't know, $100,000 or $20,000, or just stay at home, be a stay-at-home wife. I don't know. If even one person is making $300,000, that's enough, in my opinion. Even in California, which you guys know is one of the most expensive states. So yeah, that's like king money, in my opinion. If you're like living in Thailand, or you're like living in Oregon. I'm sorry, I'm always saying Oregon. I've never even been to Oregon. But yeah, it's just mad money at that point. So to me, like, it all depends on how much you make and what is considered enough. But for me, I'm not making $300,000 guaranteed every year working from home. So I can't just rent a place and then feel like I'm okay having a baby. I would like more security and just use my hard-earned money, my investments, all the money I'm pulling in, and eventually just buy a house so that I can feel more comfortable having babies, if I'm even lucky enough to have a baby. So congrats if you have a baby. It's not really guaranteed. My girl yapping, love it. Yes. There's going to be more yapping. I'm going to go and eat my dinner right now because it's late, and I don't know how I did a live stream today already for over 4 hours, and then I'm here yapping to you guys for like another 40 minutes, but I might yap some more later. So make sure you're following me and make sure that you destroyed that like button. Thank you so much. That's for you guys. Hi there, Josh. Josh says, feels like mom and dad are fighting and we're riding in the back seat freaking out. Oh my God. If there's a divorce, are we going with mom or dad? I don't know. If there was a divorce, I'd probably go with my mom. At least most kids that I know, through a divorce, end up going with the mom. But you never know. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I think if you're gonna have kids, just be responsible. Love your kids. Love your kids, even if you get a divorce. Because you should have a kid. I always say this to everybody. You should only have a kid because you want a kid. Okay? You shouldn't be having a kid because your spouse wants a kid. I think that's terrible. That's terrible. I do hear of this sometimes, and it just weirds me out. I'm like, okay, you want to have a kid because your partner wants to have a kid, but you don't really want to have a kid. Okay, but you do know that something could happen to your spouse, and then you would end up with a kid, right? Like, common sense, y'all. Common sense. Yeah, but maybe I hear that common sense is not so common. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go and eat. Take care of yourselves. I hope you guys are right, or at least 75% of you that is saying we're gonna hit a new all-time high for crypto. I have no idea. Never financial advice on my channel. You know that already. I might be back later to just talk to you guys more about Whatnot, which is an app that I just started to sell on today. Lots of goodies, and I will be there on Saturday. So use my link down below or use it pinned to the top of the stream if you want to be a part of my live stream. 4 hours on Saturday morning from 10 a.m. PST to 2 p.m. PST. All right, so see you there. But I might come on either this live stream or maybe my second channel. My second channel is linked down below as well. Spam Masubi Boo Boo. It's somewhere up on the top. Make sure to subscribe both my channels. I don't know which one I'm going to go on, but I'm going to go on one of these. And I'm going to talk about my Whatnot experience, okay, from beginning, middle to end. And maybe give you some pointers if you also want to start a Whatnot shop, okay, because people are making mad money on there. Take care, guys. Love you. See you next time. All right. This is only a Thursday. I'll be back. Bye.